Hello, I'm Marieinternet, and I'm teaching you with technology about adding fractions with common denominators. Psst, this means we're adding fractions that have the same numbers on the bottoms. Step 1. Look at the denominators. Are they equal or not? Well, first you have to know where a denominator is in order to find out if they're equal. A denominator is in a fraction, and it's the lower number. So here we have an 8, here we have an 8. The answer is yes, they're equal. On this problem we have a 5 and a 5, so again, super easy. Yes, those denominators are alike, they are equal, they are common. Once you've determined that, it's step 2. Write the denominator in the answer. It doesn't get any easier. You just take that denominator that you found, we discovered it was an 8 here, and you just transfer that into your answer's denominator position, leaving it alone. It's an 8 still. Again, we're working with fifths. We found that, and we're going to put it downstairs in our denominator position of our answer. Haven't even done any math yet. Let's take a look at step 3. Step 3. Add the numerators and write the total in the answer. Well, let's come over here. We've got a addition problem. We have a 1 on the top, a 3 on the top in the numerator positions. Adding them together gives us a 4. We take that answer down to our numerator position. Over here we have a 3 and a 4 giving us 7. Bring that answer into this numerator position. Now it looks like we're done. We have 2 fraction answers, but really there are 2 steps left. Step 4. Divide if you find an improper fraction. Well, you have to know what an improper fraction is. That's when you have a greater number over a lesser number. And in this case on the left, no, this is not improper. We like what we see. 4 is less than 8 sitting on top. That's fine. So the numerator is less than the denominator. Do nothing. I like that. Over here. Ooh, yes. I'm looking at an improper fraction because the 7 up here is 2 digits greater than the denominator. Now we have to divide. Let's bring it over for some workspace. And I hope you know that when you read a fraction, it's really division in disguise. Take a look. See? 7/5 is really 7 divided by 5. And if I draw a division symbol right next door, you'll start to see that they look a lot like each other. See it? 7. I have a dot here. Our line, again a line segment. And over here we're the 5, the dot of our division. Almost like twins. So do what it says. 7 divided by 5. I set up my problem. I write the 7 first. And when I say divided by, I make the lines divided by 5. Some kids will make a mistake and look at this and think that this reads 5 divided by 7, just because we're taught to read left to right. That's not the case. In math, when you set up a division, say it like this: 7 divided by, and then you'll lock him up in his little jail cell here, and then write the 5 outside, and you'll get it right every time. Let's do the math. 5 goes into 7 once. It equals 5. We do the subtraction, and we get the 2 here. Well, 5 can't go into 2, so we're dealing with a remainder. Take them upstairs, and we see we have the answer of 1 remainder 2. But we're looking to get a mixed number out of this improper, and so far I have a 1 remainder 2. How do I turn that into a mixed number? I take the 1 whole, and that is the whole digit in my mixed number. Easy enough. I see the remainder bit, 2. That becomes the numerator of the fraction. And look at this 5. Where did it come from? We can trace it back to the denominator of our original math problem, the 7 divided by 5 that we saw. Now you're done with this step. Let's see what the last step is. Step 5. Simplify or reduce, they mean the same thing, if there is a GCF, a greatest common factor. Well, let's take a look at the left. The GCF is 4, so I have to divide the numerator and denominator by 4. Well, how did I determine a GCF? Let's take a look. I listed the factors for 4 just to be sure, 1, 2, and 4. I listed the factors for 8, 1, 2, 4, and 8. And now I look for the biggest one that they both have in common. Well, 1, that's not big enough. 2, not big enough. I see 4 between the two lists here that are common. So we have the greatest common factor. That means I can divide the 4 by 4 and the 8 by 4, like I do down here. Let's take a look. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2, meaning that 4/8 reduces or simplifies down to 1/2 as our final answer. Let's take a look over at the other problem. Just because it's a mixed number doesn't mean it can escape checking for simplifying or reducing. I see the GCF is 1, which that's not going to do us any good. My factors over here, let's just double check, are a 1 and 2, a 1 and a 5. And yep, they match with the 1, but that's so boring when you divide by 1. 2 divided by 1 is still 2. 5 divided by 1 is still 5. So my answer turns out was already complete with the mixed number 1 2/5. Hope you learned a lot. Thanks for watching.